This episode is sponsored by EcoFlow.
Yes, we live aboard a sailing yacht. And granted, that's not common. But in pretty much every other way, we are completely normal. This is simply a normal 24 hours in our life. And more importantly, 24 hours in the life of a newborn living on a sailing yacht.
Good morning.
Do you want your mama?
Yeah.
Go.
Thank you. Where's Alaska?
Alaska's in the bedroom. Morning, baby girl. Here. Here, yeah, I'm sure. I'll put the kettle on. What book are you reading?
A gruffalo book.
What does it say?
A big gruffalo.
A big gruffalo.
Scared of the mouse.
A big gruffalo's scared of the mouse.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Stop saying the bus. Stop placing the button. Hello.
Hi, Ollie.
Hello.
Morning.
What's the bed?
Yeah.
What's this? Is that Alaska's bed?
What's Alaska's bed called?
Alaska's bed is called a Moses basket.
Alaska lives in the Moses basket.
You can hold that and film me putting Alaska. You watch me putting Alaska in the Moses basket. Ready?
Yeah. He's in the Moses basket.
Well done, Ollie.
Oh no! It's crying!
She's not crying.
Wiggle.
She's just having a wiggle. Hello, yeah. Are you going to finish that banana? Do you want some help with that?
Yeah.
You go. What do you say?
Thank you.
Hey, baby.
There's the phone.
Put it down, please, Ollie. Put it back where it was. Good boy. Ollie, please don't get your toys out all at the moment. We'll get them out in a bit.
Oh, baby. I'm hungry.
Oh, he's so cute.
She is, isn't she? Mommy's going to make some porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Where's my bowl gone?
Oh, well, we need to cook it first. Are you hungry?
What is my bowl? What's that?
What is it?
I don't know.
Is it a dragon? You put it down then. Yeah.
No, on my bowl.
Okay.
My bowl. No, my bowl. We need monkey with it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this bowl.
Think you can go down while I put it in the bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in the bowl, please.
Yeah.
Get me up.
Yeah.
Pick me up.
Pick you up. Can you open your mouth? Ah. Right at the back. And the other side. Right, hang on, come back. Good boy. Come on. I wanna see an E. Can we do an E? E. E. Oh, good brushing. And an E on the other side. E.
Can you say E?
Can you do it? And can Ollie brush them? Are you going to brush Mummy's?
Yeah.
Go on then. Now can you do yours? Good job. Good.
Very good.
Jack, are you dressed yet? Come on, you're taking forever. You should be dressed already.
Okay, stop. That's annoying.
You do Ollie noise. I don't. No, Ollie, don't press that button. For those of you that haven't watched last week's episode, by this point you're probably thoroughly confused. Even those that watched the end of last week's episode are probably very confused. But this is our new daughter, Alaska. Here she is. And yes, our videos are real time. And we have been keeping her a secret for the last 9 months. She is 2 weeks old now, or just over 2 weeks old. So why have we been keeping her a secret? And how many of you actually noticed that I was pregnant in the videos over the last 9 months? We kept her a secret because some of you that follow us may have known that before we left on our journey from North Wales round the Welsh coast and down to the south coast, I had a miscarriage. And we didn't know if we were going to try again to have another one, but we decided to. And we were thrilled when we found out that we were pregnant. However, we were scared of sharing it with the world just in case something went wrong like it did last time. So we chose to keep her a secret. We told a handful of friends and family, and that was it. You know, we kept it a secret from everybody, pretty much. We're making lots of noise.
Yeah, sorry, I'm cooking. If you look back over the last few months of videos, it'd be interesting to see if anybody can point out in such and such an episode at such and such a time you can see that Melissa's pregnant.
Yeah, and there was some scam pictures up in the background, so there were a few.
Yeah, there were some Easter eggs. So leave in the comments if you think you can identify them, which episode and what time. That would be really funny.
Yeah, so we got past 12 weeks when you normally kind of share that you're pregnant, and we decided to just keep her a secret, and we didn't know that she was a her. We even kept her a secret from us. We didn't find out what we were having. We were fully expecting to have another boy. We just decided that she was a boy. So when we found out that she was a girl, I was ecstatic to even out the testosterone levels on the boat. But yeah, so what happened? Here's a little rundown of how things went. Now, Alaska was actually born 5 weeks early. So this is why she is so tiny. I was away frantically sewing to repair the stack pack. I went to stay at my sister's.
I was in the Dart.
Yeah, while Andy was in the Dart. I went to stay at my sister's. We swapped cars because we had a 4-seater car, which is my dad's. We swapped cars for a bigger car to fit her so I could still go and see my dad. So I drove on my own up to Durham to get a different car, and then the next day Andy was still in Dartmouth, and for a surprise for Father's Day, Andy's children, he's got 2 older children, decided to surprise him with a train ticket up to the Midlands so him and Jack could go and see the Model Air show on Father's Day, which they were desperate to go and see.
Chris has come down and we're just going to move the boat to a mooring ball. So when I was filming this ending to the episode 2 weeks ago, it was actually 2 days after Alaska had been born unexpectedly. I'd rushed down to move the boat and I was desperately trying to think of a plausible reason why I would need to stop working on the water tank, move the boat to a mooring ball and then disappear off to Malvern. Because Melissa and Jack and Ollie are up in Malvern at Melissa's sister's, so I'm going up to spend the day with them, and I can't leave the boat at anchor really overnight and just disappear. So we're going on to a mooring ball, and I'm going to close the episode here because I'm not going to be here to film anymore. Okay, that was all a complete lie. What's actually happened is this.
So I picked him up from the train station at 8:30 on Saturday the 14th, 8:30 in the evening, PM. And we went back and we were staying in a caravan on my sister's holiday park where she works. And my waters broke at 1 o'clock in the morning, so thank goodness Andy was there. We went into hospital. The hospital tried to tell me that I wasn't in labour and that it wasn't my waters, but I knew it was. So this is past us.
This is past us.
35 weeks pregnant and potentially in labour.
Potentially having the baby now. So Melissa's right now is 35 weeks and 2 days.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been here all night, 5 o'clock in the morning, and having strong contractions every 2 minutes.
Yeah, we think my waters broke, but hospital aren't convinced. Pretty sure they did.
Yeah, so we'll find out. Could well be having the baby any minute now, or maybe not at all.
Or maybe several hours.
Maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
It's Father's Day, so today would be a good day.
Would. We'll keep you posted. No, we won't. We're not going to tell you anything about it until afterwards.
By this point, I was having contractions 2.5 minutes apart, and anyone that listened to my birth story about Ollie knew that he came in about 1 hour and 20 minutes from being 2 centimetres dilated to him being born. So the consultant decided as a precaution to send me down to the delivery suite. And it all just got very intense and very quick from there. 6 o'clock in the morning, the consultant came in and said, "Oh, you're 4 centimetres dilated." And 57 minutes later, she was born in a hurry. So within 57 minutes, she was born. And you know, we were thrilled to find out that she was a girl. But it was all very fast and furious and very painful because unfortunately she was back to back, so she was not in the most comfortable position to give birth to. However, because she was premature, she was 5 weeks early, she was born at, she weighed 4 pounds 6 ounces. So they had to move us to, she didn't have to go into neonatal because her blood sugars were good at the time that she was born. So we went into like a transitional care unit because she looked healthy and good, and she was born with a decent blood sugar. So we went into a transitional care unit where she had a day or 2 with a tube in just to give her some extra milk to keep her blood sugars up. She had a hot cot for a few days to keep her temperature up as well because she was struggling to maintain her temperature.
You're going to tell her who you are?
I'm my big brother.
And then we got discharged when she was 4 days old. We had to stay in the Midlands for just over a week just so we were still under the same care team. Just so we were under the same care that we were in the hospital with. So we stayed in the Midlands so they could come and visit, make sure she was gaining weight correctly before heading back. And that's why Andy had to move the boat round to Torquay. So once again, we could still see the health visitors that could check her weight and everything like that. So here we are in Torquay, back on the boat with Alaska. And we're absolutely thrilled to have her as part of the crew.
Bacon and eggs.
Ooh, thank you.
She's been ashore for...
No! She's crying!
Right, can you read her a story?
Ramble snake. Time I Goodbye, little mouse. Where's next live?
Who is this creature with terrible claws and
Terrible teeth.
in his
Terrible toes.
he has
Terrible knees.
and
Turned out toes.
and
Pointed water into his nose.
his eyes are
Orange.
and his tongue is
Black.
he has purple.
Pickles over his back.
Oh help, oh no.
It's Grappler.
Yeah, she loves that story.
And there's dinosaurs.
Yeah, we're going to get ready to go out,
Yeah.
but we need to go to the shops. Mummy's got a parcel to pick up, and Oliver, we need to see if we can find you some new shoes, don't we?
Yeah, and there's some cream.
I think you do need sun cream, that's right.
Hey, and Mummy.
Ollie and Mummy, sun cream.
Oh, it's Grappler. It's on the piano.
Right, you're going to go that way. Right, what do we need? Ollie's shoes.
Let's roll.
Where are your Crocs?
No, lion.
Lion to look after Daddy. Daddy will look after him. You take Elephant. Or do you want to go that and Daddy will look after him?
You can have a look at when you get back.
Elephant will be sitting here and he's going to play your piano while you're out. Can he play your piano while you go for a walk? Yeah, there you go. He'll play your piano while you go for a walk.
So come on then, let's take the lion and go out.
Leave Elephant to play the piano and I'll take you out.
Back to Lion in a bit, but we need to go to town, don't we? Right. I can see one. Can you see the jellyfish? Are they pretty colours?
Yeah.
What colour are they?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What colour are they? That one's pink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Can we dry your feet? Yeah. Can you see the bridge showing that? Keep playing with the stove. Yeah, I've got your pack. Look at the stove. In a minute.
Size.
6.5.
Hello. What's in Mickey Mouse?
Right, can you walk round and show me, see what they feel like?
Okay, I'll walk round. I'm gonna watch Mickey Mouse.
What do you think? Do you like them?
Yeah.
Wait.
And get down.
No. Oh, you got off the seat, didn't you? Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Look at my shoes.
Wow, you've got new shoes.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
My lion.
And your lion, which is more...
Help me.
What are you doing down there?
Trying to get your shoes off.
Oh, you're trying to get your shoes off.
Yeah.
Wow. Give me the other foot. Let's have the other one. There you go. Wow, they're super smart. You manage that.
Elephant and lion bed.
You need some soup
Yeah.
and then some milk and a nap.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's okay. She just
Soup
wants
and
some-
bread. Careful,
might be a
case
bit
it's hot. Who made that bread?
Ollie.
Ollie made it.
Ollie and Mummy made it. Is it nice? You're going to dip it in your soup. What noise does the soup make?
Mm.
And what noise does the bread make? Do the soup noise.
Mm.
Eat some soup then.
Is that okay?
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Let me help you.
What do you think? I think that's my best loaf I've ever made.
Though I suppose, yes, your best standard loaf ever made.
Okay. What kind of other bread have I made?
You've made a fruit bread.
Nanny! You're going to go and sleep in a four-peak?
No, Demetrius. I've seen one.
Mwah. Have a lovely nap. While Melissa was in Malvern having a baby, she casually fixed our stack pack and made some further modifications. So what we're going to do now is refit it to the boom.
What I didn't repair while I was away is Andy's shorts, so I do apologise if you see a bit of bum.
I'm wearing underpants. I've got underpants on, but these are my work shorts, so they're a little bit tatty. Yeah, lovely.
When I was up in Malvern, I'd taken the stack packs with me to make some modifications. I made these bags about 18 months ago now, and they've been great. But one of the things we have noticed is they're a bit tight for our brand new precision mainsail. So I've added an extra wide zip panel along the top, and also for a bit of flair I've put a couple of orange details on to complement the orange on the cockpit enclosure and the head sail. This is what it looks like back on the boat. I had to stop helping Andy put it on because Alaska and Ollie woke up for their nap, so I was needed. But you can see here, as I mentioned, we've got the added orange, and it just zips up so much better and sits better with the extra panel. And it also means that we don't have a floppy bag. Nobody wants a floppy bag on their boom.
I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this episode is sponsored by EcoFlow, and down here I've got the EcoFlow Delta 2, a compact but seriously powerful piece of kit. What is it and who is it for? Well, it's basically a portable battery pack with a whole load of useful outlets. It's ideal for camping, off-grid setups, home backup, or just anywhere where you need a reliable electricity source but you don't want to have a noisy generator. Inside, this has got a 1024 watt-hour life LiFePO4 battery. That's lithium iron phosphate, which is safer, lasts way longer, and handles daily use much better than older battery technology. In real terms, you can run a fridge, a kettle, power tools, laptops, and even a small heater for a good few hours. And if you're just using it to charge your phones and laptops, it's going to last for days and days. One of the best things about it is that it charges incredibly fast. If you plug this into the wall, it'll go from 0 to 80% charge in about 50 minutes and up to fully charged in about 90 minutes. That's using EcoFlow's own X-Stream charging system, which is a total game changer if you're in a rush. But if you prefer solar, which we do, of course, because we like to spend as much time as possible not paying for electricity, you can use up to 500 watts of solar panels. Now, these ones here are the EcoFlow 400 watt panels. The power bank will take up to 500 watts. So I can't plug both of these into that. So you can either use one of these or two of the 220 watt panels with a splitter, and that's a sweet option. This will go from empty to full in about 3 to 6 hours on solar alone, depending on how much sun you've got, of course. Right, what about the outputs? Well, it's got a total of 15 outputs, 4 USB-As, which are the square ones that look like a duck's beak, 2 USB-Cs, and they're 100 watt output. So you can charge your MacBook Pro, you can charge your iPad Pro, anything that's like a laptop, you can charge it from those because they're the high powered ones. On the other side, you've got 4 AC outlets, either 240 volts with the British style, the UK style plugs, or the American style plugs and 110 volts. You've also got a cigarette lighter socket, which is stiff because it's brand new, but that's 12 volts. And you've got 2 other little 12 volt outlets here, which are rated at 3 amps. And under this flap, you've got the input for the kettle lead to charge it from the grid, from the mains, and you've got your input for your solar panels, which is an XT60 connector. So those are the outputs, 15 different outputs, but it means that you can be charging laptops, power and phones on this side, and running your kettle and your 240 volt or your AC stuff from that side. Capacity wise, this thing has got, as I said earlier, 1024 watt hour lithium battery in there already. You can expand it though. It's got an expansion port on the back. That will take either their smart battery, which is 2048 watt hours, or you can also use the larger one, the 3040 watt hour battery for the Delta Max, which will also fit into there. So should you find that this works great, but you need it to last for longer, you can always expand it. Talking about the batteries, this thing is rated for 3000 charge cycles, which means in real terms, if you're using it every day to run your camper van, run your boat, run your campsite, run, backup for your house, it's going to last over 10 years. It's going to last at least 10 years, which is absolutely fabulous. And on top of that, EcoFlow offer a 5-year warranty on it, and their after sales and their warranty management is legendary. On the front, as you'd expect, here is an LCD screen which tells you everything that you need to know. How much charge is left in it, how long it's going to take to charge it up, given the current that's going in, and all of that malarkey. But it also has an app that you can view and control on your phone. All of these power banks that you get nowadays have an app on your phone. Some are better than others. And I will say that EcoFlow one is one of the best, easiest to use apps that I've come across. It just works. It uses Bluetooth and Wi-Fi perfectly. The connectivity is really good. It doesn't drop out. And the information and control it gives you is actually practical. It's not just a gimmick. So you're probably thinking this thing costs an absolute arm and a leg. Well, you'd be wrong. This thing retails at 459 quid at the minute on Amazon and the EcoFlow website. So it's an absolute bargain. What I would go for, genuinely, is this and either 1 or 2 of the 220 watt panels. I think that's the sweet spot and will hit almost everybody's needs, whether you're camping, off-grid, caravanning, whether you've got a camper van, or whether you just want it for a home backup device in case you have power cuts or power failures. One of these with a couple of 220 watt solar panels is the absolute sweet spot, or even just one of these on their own, and you can charge it up before you leave home and it'll last you all weekend for your camping. So there you go, that's the EcoFlow Delta 2. Thanks very much for your time, and thanks very, very much to EcoFlow for supporting this video.
What does it say? Hagrid's, move your hair out of the way. Hagrid's pumpkin farm magically grown.
Yeah.
Very nice.
and that's what I just went to pick up from the post office from Vinted.
Yeah.
But
Boob access. Alaska's boob access farm.
milk station
Oh, for pumpkin juice.
for pumpkin juice.
That's very cool.
What was that?
Can I hear an Ollie? Have you woken up from your nap?
Yeah.
Whoa, who's that?
Elephant.
And
Lion.
do you want to come out? Or do you want to come out?
Yeah.
In the midst of general boat life, we also have home ed life. And Jack is currently working on his marine science, and you've been doing some mock exam questions, haven't you? Ready to take your marine science IGCSE next year, which is a couple of years early, but he just wants to get some GCSEs under his belt. And marine science is one of the ones that really interested you, wasn't it? Yeah. He's also a teenager, and nothing's that interesting. But
not true.
I know it's not true. Jack takes a big interest in things. So currently, Jack, you're just revising.
Yeah, I'm just looking through and highlighting
Things that you need to remember.
names and this pen's rubbish, not working.
Topics and subjects and names and dates.
Yes.
Yeah, you're highlighting stuff that you need to revise and remember.
Yeah.
So what subject is this at the moment that you're...
Tectonic plates. I'm just going back over previous works, and this section. I'm just looking at the tectonic plates and revising. And
So following on from what Melissa was saying about the labour and the delivery and having the baby, we're exactly the same people that we were before. We're not suddenly making a big about turn on the YouTube channel or our lives. We're just the same people with the same goals, with the same ambitions and the same life, living aboard the same boat. We're not trying to be, and we've never tried to be, the amazing Eric from NBJS. Love you to bits, man. And we're not trying to be Sam Holmes, who's a legend, and we're not trying to be the perfection that is Le Vagabond, you know, beautiful people on a beautiful boat. We're not trying to compete with them, and we're not trying to be them. We're just trying to be ourselves. We're just a normal family living aboard a boat and kind of making videos about what life looks like, the good bits and the bad bits and the kind of boring bits in between. And we're still doing exactly what we set out to do, living aboard a boat, traveling from place to place, stopping as long as we want to stop in each place, and then moving on when we're ready to move on. We'd love to sail around the world eventually, and we still hope to, and we still plan to, but there's no time scale on that. We're not planning to race, and if it takes us 10 or 15 years, that's fine. You know what I mean? Life is very fluid, and if we want to stop for 3 years in France, then we'll stop for 3 years in France. And if we want to stop for 3 weeks in France, then we'll stop for 3 weeks in France. That all depends on how we feel when we get there. And that's because we want to experience it properly without kind of burning out by trying to follow some invisible schedule. But what I do want to say is a massive thank you to all the incredibly lovely comments that we get. Now, we do get the occasional arse in the comments, but for 99.999% of you leave us incredibly lovely comments. They're all over the screen. Now look, there's fantastic ones, and even the ones that come across as a little bit critical or a little bit harsh, they come from, I think for the most part, from a place of love and a place of concern, and we really appreciate that. For example, one comment I think last week or the week after said, "Are you ready? You're not ready. You're clearly not ready." And I was thinking, well, ready for what? Ready for what do you mean? Ready to live aboard a boat? Well, we're already doing that. Ready to travel from anchorage to marina and from place to place? Well, we're already doing that. We've been doing that for 18 months. Ready to cross the Atlantic? Absolutely not. And we've no intention of crossing the Atlantic anytime soon. One day we will, and we'll have crew with us when we do, but we're not ready for that. And we're not going to do that anytime soon. Are we ready to head out from here across Biscay? Nope. no intention of doing that. When we go around Biscay, we'll port hop and we'll pick our weather windows and we'll go in nice days with nice weather for 30 or 40 or 50 miles to the next port, because that's the way that we want to do it. We want to experience all of those different marinas and anchorages and just enjoy the journey. Are we ready to cross the Channel to France? Yeah, absolutely. We've crossed the Channel to France before. It's not that far. It's about 14, 15 hours from here, and we've done plenty of passages of 14 or 15 hours. We'll probably have Mike or Tim or Chris or people jumping on board who want to join us, and we're always glad to have crew, as we've said before. But we're ready to cross the Channel to France, and we're completely ready to then spend time exploring anchorages and marinas in France, just exactly the same way that we've been doing in the UK for the last 18 months already. So I think, yeah, we're ready. It's like, well, we're not ready to sail to Iceland in a Force 8, but we're not doing that. We're just ready to carry on doing exactly what we're already doing. That's, Now, as for how we're going to make it all work, well, YouTube obviously is a huge part of that, and that takes up the lion's share of our time. But we do have some other income streams that we're working on, which we'll share with you in due course. Some of you know about the shop that we're opening. So there are other income streams there, and we're not trying to make millions and millions of pounds. We just want to, like everybody else, make life sustainable. Everybody's finding life tough. So if we do sometimes mention, oh, it's a bit hard this month, that's not us whinging and moaning, but I probably need to stop saying it because maybe it comes across that way. But what it is, it's just chit chat, and it's just the same as what everybody else is going through. Life's tough, isn't it? And everybody is having a hard time. And we've got YouTube, which makes a little bit of money, and we've got some other income streams which make a little bit of money. So we're not kind of sitting on our arses hoping for cash to just fall in our pockets. We are earning money. But obviously, YouTube is a huge part of that, and we've got these other fingers in other pies to try and kind of make up a little bit of extra. So again, just to reiterate more than anything, our plans haven't changed. We're still the same family. We're going from place to place very slowly. If we're not going fast enough for you, by all means go and watch a channel that does, because we're not going to compete with them, and we don't want to compete with them. We just make these videos, and some people enjoy them, and if you don't enjoy them, there are loads of channels that you can enjoy. That's fine. And we just want to say a massive, massive thank you. We don't say it enough to you guys for watching the videos and for the lovely comments that you leave us every week. And it means the absolute world to us, even if we don't always reply to as many as we should or as quickly as we should. So thank you for coming with us on the journey, and thank you for being with us on the journey so far, and hopefully thank you for staying with us on the journey into the future.
Don't hit the button.
Daddy, it's the camera. Too long.
big wing.
Lay down.
Baby, a large flightless
Wow, Ollie, chicken and what's this?
Let's go.
On the car.
There's a fountain.
Do you want some green leafy salad like panio? Wow, that's like panio. You alright? Ready for bed? You tired?
Can we kiss first?
Give baby Alaska a kiss.
Night.
Give her a nice kiss, gently. Give her a nice kiss. Good.
And say night night, Jack.
Night, Jack.
And are we going to go and brush your teeth?
No, Ollie.
Night night, Ollie Bobbles.
Love you.
We're going to sleep in the forepeak. You sleep in your bed. I know. You have your nap in the forepeak, don't you?
Nice.
Night night.
Alongside Jack's schoolwork and GCSE studies, we also try to make sure he has a super active social life. He's going off to summer camp tomorrow up in Wales with all his friends from the home ed community. So we need to get his kit together and pack his rucksack. It's kind of a weird feeling having a brand new baby join us on the boat and almost immediately sending Jack off for his first ever solo train journey to leave us. Even though it's only for a week, it's still an odd feeling.
It's a little bit top heavy.
Just to add to that, I should say that we're so proud of the amazing young man that Jack is growing up into. He's so kind and loving to Ollie and Alaska. He's motivated and diligent with his schoolwork. He's level-headed and patient with Ollie being a somewhat energetic and demanding toddler, and is becoming a true gentle giant in Alaska's life. And Ollie's doing amazingly as well. Having a new baby sister thrown into the mix is always a bit of a confusing time for a 2-year-old, but he's being super gentle and loving and is dealing with having to share our attention so much better than we could have hoped.
Oh, are you getting hungry? Are you getting hungry?
Wow, eyes wide open. I can't believe you're still hungry. You're looking at Mummy. No, I can't see that far yet. I can only see 12 inches.
Oh, it's a hard life, Alaska.
Do you want more food or are you going to sleep?
I think she's going to sleep. Oh dear.
It's bedtime for you and Mummy.
Oh God, I'm going to finish my cup of tea.
Taskmaster or Yellowstone or what else? Oh, Clarkson's Farm.
Just some Taskmaster because I'm too tired to focus on anything.
Yeah, I'm sure. Press so short. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered.
We won't stay up then. She's like, ugh,
It's like a pint of Guinness.
that's not milk.
It's not milk, it's iron,
Mummy.
which
Because you're little, you need some.
extra iron.
Well, you don't have to be little to need iron because Mummy really needs.
Yeah. Yeah, she says. Yeah.
I would agree. Yay!
Did a little cheer because you took it all. Oh, well done.
Look how small she is.
Yeah.
So tiny.
She is tiny, tiny, tiny.
A significant light, just where it was needed.